Unit 4. Reading for Pleasure. Part 1. Photographs. Directions. For each question in this part, you will hear 4 statements about a picture. When you hear the statements, you must select the one that best describes what you see in the picture. The statements will not be printed in the test book.
Question number 1. A thriller. B, a romance novel. C, science fiction. D, a memoir.
Question number 2. A. Listen to audiobooks. B. Do puzzles. C. Read articles online. D. Skim through a newspaper. Part 2. Questions Response. Directions. In this part, you will hear a question or statement and 3 responses spoken in English. They will not be printed in your test book. You must select the best response to the question or statement.
Question number 3. Has she read the book yet? A, it's hard to follow. B, I don't think so. C, no, I haven't.
Question number 4. How's that travel book you're reading? A. Well, apparently it's a bestseller. B. Yes, it is. C. No, I'm just browsing. Part 3. Short Conversations. Directions. In this part, you will hear a conversation between 2 people. You will be asked to answer 3 questions about what the speakers say in each conversation. Select the best response to each question. The conversation will not be printed in your test book.
Questions number 5, 6, and 7.
Have you been reading anything interesting lately?
Actually, I'm reading a thriller called Don't Close Your Eyes.
I've never heard of that one. Is it any good?
Oh, I think it's great. It's a cliffhanger. How about you?
I've just finished a Hemingway novel, The Old Man and the Sea. I highly recommend it. Questions number 8, 9, and 10.
Is that the latest issue of Car Magazine?
Yes, it is.
Could you tell me where you bought it? I can't find it anywhere.
At the newsstand across the street, but I think it's sold out.
Too bad. There's an article in there I'm dying to read.
You know, I'd be happy to lend it to you when I'm done with it.
Really? That would be great. Thanks.
Questions number 11, 12, and 13. I'm reading an autobiography by a famous Italian artist.
Wow, that must be interesting.
I guess it should be, but I'm just not really into it.
Don't you like autobiographies?
Sure, I love them, just not this one. Part 4. Short Talks. Directions. You will hear some short talks given by a single speaker. You will be asked to answer 3 questions about what the speaker says in each short talk. Select the best response to each question. The talks will not be printed in your test paper. Questions number 14, 15, 16, and 17.
I don't really consider myself to be a big reader because I don't actually read a lot of books. Most of the reading I do is either on the internet or in newspapers. I can't start my day without skimming through the newspaper during breakfast, checking out what's going on in local news or maybe what's going on in business. Mainly, I just look for the articles that look interesting, and I save them for later when I get back home from work. Then, I like to curl up on the sofa with my newspaper and a good cup of tea. The truth is, I don't have a lot of time for reading books, and I don't have a lot of interest in reading them. Once in a while, I'll read one of the bestsellers or a good romance novel, but I spend a lot more time surfing the internet, checking out my favorite blogs. That's where I get my information from and my entertainment. It works for me.